The BMW X5 M Sport and the X5 Luxury Line really comes down to personality. Do you want the sharper, athletic presence and driving-focused setup of the M Sport, or the refined, comfort-first, quietly opulent experience of the Luxury Line? Starting with performance, the M Sport is calibrated to feel more immediate and engaging. Its chassis tuning, firmer suspension, and steering mapping deliver a tauter on-center response and less body roll when the road tightens. Whether you're accelerating into a highway on-ramp or pushing through a series of sweepers, the M Sport communicates intent and rewards confident inputs, with braking feedback that feels more driver-oriented and pedal progression that encourages spirited driving. The Luxury Line, by contrast, opts for a more composed, compliant ride that soaks up imperfections and prioritizes isolation from road noise. It still has plenty of power and composure for overtakes and long-distance cruising, but the emphasis is on effortless, relaxed progress rather than sporty engagement. In everyday urban driving, the Luxury Line's softer suspension and sound dampening choices make rush hour and pothole-laden routes far less fatiguing, while the M Sport setup shines when you can exploit its dynamic capabilities. Together, they show how differently BMW can tune the same platform to satisfy two distinct driving philosophies. Moving to exterior design, the M Sport announces itself with aggressive visual cues. Larger, sportier wheels, a more pronounced front bumper and air inlets, blacked-out trim options, and purposeful lower skirts that visually shorten the ride height and imply speed even when stationary. It looks ready to attack a canyon road as much as it looks at home in a modern, minimalist driveway. The Luxury Line wears its status with subtler elegance. Chrome accents, refined grille treatments, and a more sculpted, graceful profile that reads as sophisticated rather than combative. Both versions retain the X5's muscular proportions and modern BMW face, but the M Sport reads as athletic and dynamic, the Luxury Line as stately and assured. Choose the image you want to project. Inside, the differences continue, but the baseline quality is uniformly high. Premium materials, tight panel gaps, and excellent ergonomics define both cabins. The M Sport cabin tends to feature sport seats with stronger bolstering, stitching, and trim that emphasize a performance intent, and optional metal or carbon fiber style inlays that reinforce the sporty mood. You feel centered and engaged behind the wheel. The seat supports you on lateral loads, and the pedals and shifter placement feel deliberate. The Luxury Line's interior, on the other hand, is about plush comfort. Softer leathers, warmer wood or high-gloss trim choices, and seating tuned for long-distance comfort rather than clamp you in support. The rear passengers especially benefit from the Luxury Line's attention to seat comfort and ride isolation, with a feeling closer to a premium saloon than an SUV. Both trims offer a generous list of options: panoramic glass roofs, multi-contour seats with massage functions, 4-zone climate control, and extended leather packages. But the Luxury Line often packages these in a way that prioritizes relaxation and refinement, while the M Sport bundles items that accentuate driver involvement and visual drama. Technology and infotainment are strengths of the X5 across the board. Crisp, responsive displays, a polished center touchscreen combined with BMW's rotary controller, clear instrument graphics, and robust connectivity features make managing navigation, media, and vehicle settings intuitive. Driver assistance features are comprehensive in both trims. Adaptive cruise, lane keeping assistance, blind spot monitors, and parking aids are available and work smoothly. But Luxury Line buyers often opt for advanced comfort-oriented tech like Active Cruise with more extensive highway assist packages, whereas M Sport drivers might choose performance-related telemetry and dynamic drive packages, so they can monitor and tweak suspension and drivetrain behavior. In terms of cargo and practicality, both models benefit from the X5's clever packaging: a roomy boot that swallows weekend luggage, sliding rear seats on some configurations that balance passenger legroom with cargo capacity, and a well-thought-out rear hatch with low load lift that makes loading heavy items easier. If your priority is family duty and long trips, the Luxury Line's focus on rear seat comfort and cabin quietness gives it a slight edge. If you want a sportier stance and more engaged driving without sacrificing real-world usability, the M Sport does that while still being eminently practical. Fuel economy and ownership considerations are similar between trims when they share the same engine and driveline options. But the M Sport's more aggressive tuning and optional larger wheels can nudge consumption and tire wear higher if you exploit its capabilities. The luxury line's softer setup and wheel choices can be marginally kinder in everyday driving and on ride comfort, but buyers should expect that premium SUV ownership includes fuel, servicing, and occasionally higher cost items like performance tires and more advanced brakes if those options are fitted. Safety-wise, the X5 is well-equipped and designed to protect occupants. Strong crash structure, multiple airbags, and a suite of active safety systems make both trims secure choices. And optional safety upgrades like surround view cameras, active lane change assist, and collision mitigation packages are typically available across the lineup. The real difference is in the feature packages buyers select, rather than intrinsic structural differences between trims. When it comes to the driving experience at speed, the M Sport steering feel and suspension calibration make it the more involving car. It responds to steering inputs with clarity and encourages a more connected driving style. The luxury line filters and smooths, favoring relaxed confidence over drama. For owners who spend most of their miles in the city or on long motorway stints, the luxury line's cabin serenity and seat comfort can make long distances feel effortless. For drivers who value weekend excursions, engaged driving, or simply want their SUV to reflect a sportier persona, the M Sport is more satisfying. On aesthetics and brand perception, the two trims also serve different statements. M Sport signals athletic intent and a younger, more dynamic image. Luxury line signals tradition, status, and a focus on hospitality and comfort. That affects resale and buyer appeal depending on market. Sportier models may attract enthusiasts and those who want flash and sharper handling, while luxury-focused trims may appeal more to executives and families who prize a calm, premium environment. Customization and optional packs mean you can blur the lines, you can add comfort features to an M Sport or sporty trim pieces to a luxury line. But at base, the M Sport and luxury line present two clear responses to what drivers want from a luxury SUV. Practical tips for prospective buyers: sit in the rear seats and test the suspension over imperfect surfaces to judge ride preference. Try a twisty road to sample steering and body control if you care about driving dynamics. And evaluate who will spend most time in the vehicle, driver or passengers, because that should guide your trim choice. Also, consider wheel size and tire options carefully. Larger diameter wheels and low-profile tires sharpen appearance and cornering, but degrade ride comfort, so balance looks with daily comfort needs. In terms of ownership value, consider certified pre-owned programs and factory warranties. Both trims are supported by BMW's network of service centers and parts availability. And regular maintenance at authorized service points preserves resale value. Finally, when choosing between the X5 M Sport and the X5 Luxury Line, think beyond badges. Pick the one that suits how you drive and live. If you want sharper handling, a more aggressive look, and a cabin that emphasizes driver engagement, the M Sport is your pick. If you prefer hush, comfort, and a more traditional luxury ambiance with superior rear seat hospitality, the luxury line will feel more like home. Both deliver the premium engineering, safety, and technological polish expected from BMW. So, whichever path you choose, you get a well-built, desirable mid-size luxury SUV. The choice is simply whether you want to feel the road or float.